nasty to them, ladies. Just don't forget. Keep that shit classy.
Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Spit on it, get on it. If you got enough, I flip on it. Climb to the top, do a split on it. Them bitches ain't never did this on it. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Talk Spicy Her. It's the lit one, Ritz,
and Big Memphis.
bringing back Talk Spicy with a twist. These episodes are a little bit more sexier, a little bit softer, a little
Je ne sais quoi.
yeah, you feel me? And plenty of spicier topics. What are we talking about today, friend?
Girl.
What were we just talking about?
Ooh, nothing. We won't talk about nothing. Nobody's gonna know.
Right. Oh, we're gonna know.
So we're gonna dive deep into our childhood.
Okay. You think you're gonna cry?
Maybe.
It depends, right?
Yeah, it depends.
This shit run deep.
Let's see who can trauma bomb faster. Yeah. No, this happened to me.
That almost seems what it sounds like.
I know.
That's almost what it feels like when you're talking about stuff like that. Because one, I feel like we can relate to a certain extent, but then we also got to go into depth of why I feel like I can relate to you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's valid.
Yeah. You go. Well, so I was going to say.
Not you go.
Right. So I don't really remember a lot of my childhood. Like, I remember all of my, like, what I'm supposed to remember. But I don't think I remember back to the ages that I should. Like, some people remember, like, 6 and 7. And I'm like, what? You mean 16?
At what age did you, start remembering?
My first memory, and it's only one memory. I was probably like 6, and it was when I found out about my grandma passing away. But that was like a traumatic. I couldn't tell you, what I did the next day, what class I was in. I couldn't tell you that type of stuff. But that's one of my first memories. I'm like 6.
6, yeah.
But outside of that, remembering shit on a day-to-day basis, I'm like 10.
Really?
Yeah. How about you? What's your earliest memory?
So, gosh, I'll say, I think probably 5 or 6, only because I know that's when I started school.
Okay.
And then my parents split when I was 8. So.
Okay. Were your parents married?
They were just together.
For how long?
I don't know, but I think it was a few years. My mom had 4 kids before my dad came in, and then they had me and my brother, and then they split. And
do you remember them splitting?
I remember them fighting.
Okay. When
I was younger, I remember them fighting. My dad used to drink, and my mom used to try to. I feel like she used to try to run away or go away from him. I don't know, but yeah, I remember those memories. It's a core memory. It's very vague, but I remember different things that happened during that time. I remember one time they were fighting over me, and she had me in her arms, and he was trying to take me from her, from driving off. And I just remember that. I probably was 7.
So when you say your dad used to drink, was he an alcoholic? Would you consider him alcoholic?
Yeah, but I don't remember him being an alcoholic because by the time I was 10, 11, he was clean. So I don't really remember it like that.
So it didn't necessarily affect you.
No.
It just affected him and your mom's relationship.
Yeah, because I don't really remember him being an alcoholic as a child. I just knew he was,
When they split, did that make you feel any type of way?
Well, I stayed with my mom for a while. And then my dad took me. But yeah, because then I was with my dad and I wasn't with my mom. So yeah.
Took you, or y'all, they went through court, or he came, picked you up, and never brought you back?
I think that they went to court and it was a situation like that. To be honest, I don't know. I just know that he had me, and yeah, I was with him ever since then. Ever since I left at 8 or 9, I was with my dad.
Did your brother go with you too? He stayed with your mom.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He kept me. He only kept me. He doesn't.
What?
He didn't even like acknowledge my brother like that.
For real? That's so opposite usually for a man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, he knew it and he said it, but like he didn't get the treatment that he deserved, like I did. Like, not that I got the treatment, but he took me, you know. And he.
Are you older than your brother? Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was just saying that's not. It's usually the other way around. The dad will take the boy and the. Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting fact.
So yeah.
My parents split honestly about the same age. It was about 8. But mind you, they had gotten married twice.
Really?
To each other. Yes, they got married, got divorced, then got remarried. So it might work out, ladies. You know, you never know. You give it another chance.
Right.
The second time didn't work out. I guess if you go through the fucking stages of getting a whole divorce, then
Right.
why are you gonna get remarried?
Yeah.
People change, maybe.
They do. I guess.
But same scenario. Well, my dad wasn't an alcoholic or anything. I just think they stopped getting along. They were married. I wanted to stay with my mom, and my brother didn't really want to go either way. He wanted them to stay together, but he ended up going with my dad. So that's kind of when we went our separate ways, me and my brother. But like we were like freaking frack. We did everything together. We grew up together. So that's why me and my brother have like such a close bond, because we went through those like monumental moments in life together.
Right.
Like I remember hearing them arguing. I'm getting out of my bedroom, going to my brother's room, crying like, "Why are they?"
Y'all
fighting?
had the same mom too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we're just, like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. And how old is he?
He's 3 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got to meet my brother. You would love him.
I know.
Y'all
I saw
get
him doing
along
the
so-
Jack Sparrow. That was funny.
Y'all would get along so fucking
For
well.
real?
Yes, yes. Just because shit. I don't know. I'll just like funny people. Like
Yeah.
if you can make me laugh, then I can fuck with you.
So did you keep in like close contact with your dad?
So, and if it was up to him, I probably wouldn't see him. He would call me maybe once a year type of thing.
Really?
Like on a holiday, he'd call me. Wouldn't send me nothing for Christmas. My birthday, I would end up down there, but it was always because my mom made the initiative to send me. She was buying me plane tickets, or there was a time where they met halfway driving. But once my mom was like, "I'm not fucking driving," he don't do that with my brother type of shit, or sending him down here. So she had tried to like put her foot down one summer. I remember this specifically. She was like, "I'm tired of sending you to see him. If he wants to see you, he can fucking either come get you or pay for the plane ticket." So now she told me that my whole life shattered. I'm thinking, I was a very dramatic kid. Like when she told me that, I remember going in my room and shutting the door, and I like slid down the blinds crying like,
Really?
I can't see my bitch. And
Lifetime
I'm like,
movie.
and I'm like 12.
Girl.
And she comes in there, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you?" And I'm just
Like
like
a white woman.
I was fucked up about that. But see, in hindsight, it worked, because she didn't send me down there, but she surprised me with my brother after school. He was in the backseat of the car.
Really?
I swear to God, and I broke down crying.
Ooh.
And then later we talked about it, and she was like, "See, you're such a spoiled brat. You did all that, and look who's here." And I'm like, exactly. It worked.
Aww.
But yeah, so I would see my dad during summers. Typically, I would spend all summer with my dad. He always had his own situations going on. Like he was raising other families.
Like the women that he was with?
Yeah.
Their children?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Any female that he got with had kids, and he would be taking care of them full time, but like I didn't get any of them. My mom never put him on child support, so he wasn't taking care of me in any way, shape, or form. That's shout out to Pappy. But and I didn't know that at that point in time, which I'm glad my mom never bashed him. My mom never nothing. To me, my dad was still my superhero.
That's how it is, girl. With girls,
I swear, like you can't
that
tell me
is
shit
so
about my dad, bro.
I swear to God, like. And my cousin Erica, she always says, like, it amazes me, like, when she sees, like, where I came from and the things that I've gone through. And, like, people would think that I would be mad at my dad, but I'm not. I could have been, but I I was never upset. And he's done some of the worst of the worst. Like I've, some situations where I'm just like, damn, that's my dad. Like, I can't believe you did that to me.
So when do you once you got to a certain age, you feel like you kind of seen who he was? Like,
well, there was stuff that happened. Like, he was woman crazy, so he always like put women before his kids. That's just what it was when I came down here to North Carolina, because eventually we moved down here, and I was like 13. The first go around, because I've been back and forth. So I was like 13. He was with this younger woman. She was real mean. She was mean as hell. My friends used to be scared of her. She was so damn mean. But anyway, I would tell my dad about it. Like, she's mean. One time she tried to fight me. He worked third shift.
How old were you?
I was in middle school.
Crazy.
So she was trying to fight me and stuff. I'm telling my dad, he's coming home, getting off work. He like, you can't keep calling me for this. I'm like she's crazy. She's trying to fight me. And he talked to her or whatever, and she'd lie, and I would literally just lock myself in the room after. Like, I come in, once he leaves for work, I'm not coming back out till I have to go to school. Like, she was that kind of crazy, demanding. She didn't want me there.
Yeah.
Like, I was a teenage girl. She did not want me there. My dad was older, so she was in her 30s. My dad was probably he was in his 50s, late 50s. Yeah.
Is your daddy my dad?
Maybe.
Like, I have such a similar story to that. It was me and my brother. I remember her name. Her name was Melissa.
I remember her name too. Her name was Janice.
Oh my God. They were she was in the military. I'm 90% sure she was, or she was getting out, whatever. But mean as fuck, yelling, talking to me and my brother crazy, just rude. If we did something the way she didn't like, she's slamming cabinets, like she's cussing. She's just on one all the time. And I can't say that my daddy didn't address it, but you stayed with the bitch. And your kids are telling you that. We don't fuck with her. If your kids are telling you they don't fuck with somebody, you better fucking listen. Otherwise, no.
They never do.
They never fucking do. What's crazy is a sidebar in relation to that story. So it's about 5 years ago. We get a message on Facebook. When I say we, me, my brother, my sister, and my dad, that she ended up having a son that was my dad's. And so supposedly I have like maybe now he's like 17-year-old brother.
Wow.
That we never met. Only seen pictures of him, which he kind of does, look like us. But I'm like, with this evil fucking lady with the...
Well, she's never... How'd y'all even find out? She wrote y'all?
Yes.
Okay. Is she gonna let y'all meet him, or...
I feel like she's the same lady. Like, I don't feel like she's
Why
different.
write you? Like, what did she say in the message?
It was real. Y'all have a brother. After me and your dad split up, like, I found out I was pregnant, and then I wasn't able to find him, type of shit. But like, as far as I can remember, my daddy's always been on social media. Like, he might not check it on a regular basis, but he's always been on social media. One of us has been on social media. You could have found him, but. Yeah, so apparently I have several siblings from my dad. This is why me and my brother have like a special relationship, because we're the only ones that share the same two parents. We're the only ones that were actually raised in a 2-parent household, up until a certain point with them. So yeah, that evil stepmom shit is real.
Ooh, girl.
That's crazy. How many other brothers and sisters do you have?
Okay, so on my dad's side, it's Big Michael. It's Big Michelle. Sorry, it's a Big Michelle, Big Michael, Little Michael, Felicia, Jackie, Monterio, and me. So my dad has 7 kids.
Okay.
And then my mom has 6 kids. So that's Marcus, Monica. Oh, so my mom and dad share one. So, so there's Marcus, Monica, Martina, Marlon, me, and then Monterio, who we share the same dad. So my mom has 6 kids, and they were all 2, 2, and 2. Like, the first 2 have the same dad, the second 2 have the same dad, and the last 2 have the same dad.
Look, nigga, you got 2 chances.
So yeah, and then but with my dad's kids, he has. Me and my brother have the same mom, and then Felicia and Jackie have the same mom. So, and then everybody else got different dads. So he has 4. or 5 baby mamas. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
So growing up, how was your relationship with your dad though? Once you moved in with him and were living with him full time, like how was your connection outside of the relationships
We
and
were
stuff? Like were you
good.
able to talk to him? Were you able to go to him for anything?
Like, yes, everything. Me and my dad, we talked about everything. He's really the one who like got me to know who Christ was and like my religion and Christianity. He was a real spiritual man. Like he taught me everything there was to know about God. He was really smart. He, had a business for a little bit. He was a carpenter. He was a math teacher. Like he was just a really smart individual.
Yeah.
So yeah, I learned a lot from him, until the women, and even then, like I said, like, cause I left. Well, I'm not even gonna say I left. One Christmas, and I was in high school. I had been like in 9th grade. No, I don't know if I was in 8th grade. No, I was definitely in high school. But anyway, he told me he was taking me down there to see my mom for Christmas break. And I packed a bag. We went down there. We drove. He took me there and like told me he'll be back. He never came back. I'm calling him. Mind you, I in school here in North Carolina. I'm calling him. I'm like, where are you at? And he was like, I'm not coming back. Like, Janice doesn't want you there. He was like, she don't want no kids. So you're going to stay with your mom. My mom didn't even know.
What the fuck? Was she making money?
Who?
Janice? Like, what was her power?
She was just young and he was older and she was just like, fuck my kids.
Holy shit. That's crazy. And how, so you were in around 9th grade? 14-ish?
I feel like it had to be later because my brother had already passed away. So this had to be like later in life. Like later in high school type of deal. Yeah. And then I stayed. No, this was in 9th grade. I stayed down there and then I came back in the 11th grade. So yeah. Okay. That's how I ended up staying down there.
That
for 2 years.
That was me. That's crazy. Excuse me.
This shit is insane. And I still like wasn't mad at him, like calling him on the phone, like he'll send me money every now and again, like yeah.
So the time you were living with your dad, how's your relationship with your mom?
Fine. I still called her. Like I still talked to her on the phone, My mom was kind of out there. Like my mom had an addiction issue. So she was struggling with substance abuse, but I still talked to her. I was still close. I'm still real close with my siblings. Like, still go to Memphis. Nothing changed with that. Like, I knew what was going on. I never seen it. I knew, but I never seen it. And I don't know. I'm really closer with my mom's kids than I am my dad's kids. I mean, we are all. That? I don't know. I guess because I was halfway raised with them, like up until a certain age, and then I went back every year. With my dad's kids, we're all spread out, so none of us grew up together.
Like age wise is what you mean, or spread out meaning
both
location
and age. Like my two brother Michaels, we're really close. My sister Felicia and Jackie, I lived with them for a period of time, and then me and Monterio, we have the same mom and dad, but I feel like because I grew up more with my mom's kids, that relationship is just stronger. Like I love my dad's kids and we are close, but I just know that I am closer with them only because we grew up in the same house for a while, and we have the same mom. So it's just like, I don't know. That's just how it is. I feel like.
Did you tell me you were in foster care?
Yeah, so
can you tell me because I've never gotten this story or know how that
happened. What happened was basically I was in high school one day and someone had told, because I was pretty much going from different friends' houses like at school, because my dad, I didn't really have nowhere to go, because when I came back, mind you, when he left me, I came back on my own. And then I was kind of bouncing around because I really didn't have a place to go. So then
why'd you come back?
Because I had to finish school. After a while, So when I came back, I really didn't have nowhere to go, but I knew I wanted to come here and finish school. Like I knew it was a better opportunity. My cousin told me like she would help me out, but anyway, I came back because I wanted to go to school here. I wanted to finish. Like, I knew I had a better chance down here than in Memphis. And when I came back.
And you're in high school. Okay.
So when I came back, it was just like, anyway, somebody told the school that I like didn't have a stable place to go. So then that's how I kind of, that happened. And then once that happened, I went to.
What happened? So they had to go talk to somebody at the school and
I
tell
talked
them
to
where
a
you're
social.
living?
I talked to a social worker, and then once that happened, I have a god sister, and she was like, well, I can set you up with my mom and my aunt, and they'll help you out and they'll take you. And I was like, okay. And by this time I'm older, so she took me for a little bit. So it went from them to this other lady. So I went to two separate houses then, but then even prior to that, we were staying in Garden Lake with my brother and his wife, and then she passed away. So then that was my first like place to go. Once she passed away, we all got dispersed. Yeah. And then that's when like it was house to house and all that stuff. And then I had to go to these places. So I went to the first place first with my god sister's aunt. They were mean. And
how much money do they get, foster parents?
I don't know. This was kind of like
they voluntarily did it. It wasn't through like the system and all that. Oh, okay.
So she just took me. She didn't get anything. She just was like
she
helping
probably
her.
Maybe nicer.
Maybe, but she was very mean. And like I had to deal with a lot at that house. Like she had a daughter, and I remember one day I got up and used the bathroom, and after I used the bathroom, she told her daughter, like, you wipe the seat every time she uses the bathroom. Like, you don't use the bathroom after her. And I heard it.
What? What, you little dirty butt? I'm just.
I don't know. That's not nothing to joke about, but okay.
No, I mean, what does that mean? Was she white?
No.
Oh.
She was just like.
She was just mean.
Like, basically, I'm a stranger, so.
Oh. Gotta use. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. So.
Then after her, where'd you go?
I went to, so my cousin's aunt. I went to her house, and she lived in Leland, and I stayed there up until I graduated. Yeah, and then once I graduated, I went to BCC. I was good then after I graduated high school.
Yeah, you were ready to go.
Yeah, I went to.
Were you
school.
18 when you graduated? Okay. So that adds up.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I left.
And so when you were in foster care, you didn't have any like crazy ass stories like where no one like
just
abused you
that
or
was
nothing?
like the most her situation, but like there was just situations where you're not treated fairly. Like I didn't really have lack of clothes or lack of like food and stuff like that because I didn't have no money. So like like towards the end was the worst, where when I was at her house and I basically didn't eat like I was supposed to. Like I never had a ride from school. I played soccer. My coach took me home every day. Like that was the worst situation for me out of everything.
Well, you a strong bitch, girl, because
she was just a mean lady.
I'd be outside selling cat.
Oh, we were 17.
I've seen crazier things fucking happen.
I'm not
bitch.
doing that.
Then you made it.
I did.
You did.
I'm here.
You did.
Yep. And then I ended up going to a 2-year college, and my dad got real sick, and full circle, I took care of him until the end of his life.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Did he ever have that conversation with you?
Yes, we talked a lot.
Even about him?
Yeah, about the past, about why he did what he did, and how he felt bad. He said that he felt like God was punishing him for putting his kids through that, and he was like, I think that's why I'm so sick. Like, I didn't do right by my kids. Oof, girl. So he used to say that.
I can't say a lot of men, but I've heard that story a lot of times from people telling their stories about when guys are on there, like, well, not guys, just people in general, like how they treated their kids is like something that they die about thinking about.
Yeah.
Like that one of their regrets is they didn't do enough for their children.
Yeah, and he said it was because his mom did him like that. You know, he was raised by his grandmother because his mom, he was like, she used to run the streets, like she used to be outside, and she had like different men. You know, my dad's one of 4, and they all got different dads. So
Is that what would you say when you talk about childhood trauma? What's the first thing that comes in your head?
Abandonment.
How do you feel like that affects you today?
Shit. I think it affects me in so many different ways, girl.
What?
I'm just saying, it's just a part of that became a part of who I am now. Like, in different, like, I don't like being by myself. Like, I don't like being alone. Not like relationship wise, but like just in life, like at my house. Like, I like to be around people. I don't really like a whole lot of alone time. I like it every now and again, but for the most part, I'd rather be with someone, whether that's my friend, my family, my dog, my kids. Like, I just like to be around people. I don't really care for a whole lot of alone time. I feel like an idle mind is the devil's playground. And you overthink, and I'm an anxious person, so yeah.
Shout out to service animals that don't even know they service animals. Yeah. I swear to God, Bella has saved me from some like crazy. I mean, this is adulthood, but still, they don't really know how much they're there for us.
Yeah, I just got a dog, but still, like, that's my boo. I'll be ready to, rub my dog after a long day. So yeah, what's the first thing you think about?
I'm just gonna have to say my grandma's death. Like, that is something that sticks with me.
Yeah. Oh, God. So rough. Yeah. Do you want to talk about... Nope. I know you don't. It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You're okay.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Next question. Whose idea was this?
I don't know.
We were trying to think of a topic, so let me just give y'all a disclaimer. We were trying to think of a topic to talk about today, and we both agreed on childhood trauma. We're like, bitch, are you ready to cry? I'm like, bitch, I love a good cry, but then when it comes down to actually crying,
we didn't even get no tissue.
Word, I don't want to be fucking crying in front of y'all people. I don't know you like that.
Yeah, it's okay though. Like, people would never even know your story. Like, people would never think that, I went through the shit I went through, or you witnessed and been through the stuff you went through. Like, that's made us who we are.
Yeah. So, okay, now that I got my tears out, I feel like I can elaborate a little bit. Yeah, so my grandma committed suicide. It was like this whole big, I can't say, it was just this whole big crazy situation in our family. It kind of, I feel like people chose sides because there was like a reason behind it, and people were trying to point fingers at other people. And she wrote notes to everybody, so everybody kind of got their interpretation of the letters and all this stuff. So that is, I don't know anybody that's ever dealt with that type of thing. Yeah. And like, I don't know how you even deal with that.
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, I've had a friend, but I would never be able to. That's nothing compared to like your grandmother and like the stuff that comes with that, because that's that's someone doing that on their own. That's not, that's not natural. So you want to know why, you want to know what happened, and
how do you get to that space?
Yeah, to even do that, like to even get into that space in itself is sad as fuck.
Hell yeah. And that's why I'm so like, I try to be open about speaking about mental health type of thing. Yeah. Because why else would you do that? There's like, if you have a sound mind, there's no reason you should feel that alone, or that, wanting to not be here anymore. I don't know. That's just a rough pill to swallow. She had 4 kids. She was married. She had, like, outside looking in, she had the perfect life. They had a beautiful home. They had a pool, diving board, slide. Like, this is some fairy tale type of shit. But she just had some demons that, unfortunately, she wasn't able to, handle. And that just will forever be with me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough, bro. Like, I mean, we've talked about this before, and that is just...
You didn't even know that.
No, not until recently, yo. Mm-hmm. I did not. Like, my friend committed suicide, but just the way that made me feel, that was my friend. So, just to know he was sad like that. and didn't tell nobody. Like, that is insane.
That's rough. And then my mom was only in her like 30s. She was, yeah, because I was here. My mom had me when she was like 28, 29. So that was pretty fucking young to lose your parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then for it to be like that yeah. So, you know, it affected her, but my mom's, you know, superwoman, so she didn't really allow us to see her break from that. Which, hindsight, it's like, damn, you probably needed a fucking moment to deal with that and handle that, and, you know.
You have to. I mean, how you heal from it, I mean, I don't know, but you have to figure out a way to get past it. Like, losing a parent, period. But like that is traumatic.
Yeah.
That's like something traumatic happening on top of something else. Like,
she died.
Yeah.
But now you know she chose to leave.
Yeah, you know? And you question, like, was she being selfish? Like, what about us? Like, it's so many questions. I wouldn't even know how to deal. Just the thought of it is crazy. You know, I lost my dad, but we got that time to prepare. You know, it still sucked. I still loved my dad. I don't care what he did to me. He was my best friend. He taught me everything. I think he was sick. Like, and he says that. Like, I had a sickness for women. Like, I didn't care about my children. I only cared about myself. And he apologized. Like, those last 3-4 years, they were good. You know, they were good. It was a normal relationship at that point, because I'm on my own. I'm grown, you know.
Right. You're over it. You're, you know, and taking care of yourself.
I didn't care about that. I just wanted him to be okay at the end of his life, you know.
Do you feel like, because I know you said he battled with addiction, I know people like to use, you know, substances as like the only way you can be addicted to something. But do you think he was like, could it have been like he was sexually addicted to women? Like, maybe. It was an addiction for real? Like, that
could have been like, you know, he loved women, you know, that's what he was chasing. Yeah. So I don't know. I just know that he felt bad and he apologized and he put his kids first at the end, and we got a lot of good time, a lot of memories. You know, he came to my college basketball games. Like, you know, it was good. He still walked with me on senior night, like, not even living in the same house. Like, he still showed up for me. He was literally sick though, you know. Even in college, brought me stuff to eat and made sure I had money on my little card so I can, you know, eat, and brought me groceries. It was just
do you feel like having that time with him after the fact was like healing for you?
Yeah, I think so. You know,
I think that's necessary.
Yeah. And I used to be like, why, you know, did you take me from my mom if you were just going to put me in this situation? Like, yeah, she had her issues, but her kids were taken care of. You know, they in Memphis, but they all right. They ain't bouncing around.
Did you ever have a conversation with your mom about her?
Never.
No? Do you want to?
I don't know. I don't know. Because my mom's clean now and she's been doing good for years. I don't know. We don't talk about stuff like that.
Yeah. Why do you feel like that? And I'm only asking. This is kind of therapeutic.
Because we're close. We talk every day. I don't know. We just don't. I ain't never even brought it up. Yeah. Not to her.
Do you think she would be open to talking about it?
I think so. My mom would talk about. I think she would. She'd be like, girl, what the hell you asking about that for? You know, but
back in my day.
She'll probably talk about it though, but never had a conversation about. Like, we've talked about my dad and the stuff I went through and how I was raised unfair, you know, but never about her addiction. Never about none of that, you know.
Interesting. I think so I had some addiction in my family. My aunt was addicted to drugs. I don't feel like I need to specify. My grandpa, he was a functioning alcoholic. Like, I never seen him drunk, but I always seen him with a drink in his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never could, this man's not slurring his words.
That's what they can do that, though.
What's crazy.
My dad could drink and composed.
Wild. getting up for work every day. This nigga worked for Caterpillar. He retired from Caterpillar, working around heavy machinery all day.
Wow.
Like
That's really functioning.
Yeah,
because that's a part of them. At that point, that's how they get through the day.
And what's crazy is when my grandpa started to become sick was when he stopped drinking. Like his health went from like, you know, it was coasting. He was older. He was in his 80s, but coasting, and then it just went on like a fast decline. Like he started having problems with like a cyst. He started having problems with his back. He couldn't walk anymore. He started having problems with his cancer was like getting stronger. I don't know, maybe the liquor was killing it, or I don't like, I'm not even being funny.
So he drank all throughout his 70s?
Yes, and he did. He probably stopped drinking towards his late 70s, like maybe 78. Like for real, completely healthy as a horse. Like my grandpa rode motorcycles, like on road trips from here to Illinois, taking long ass car rides, like staying up with the newest shit.
That was different type of men, girl. These that you driving half the ride. What you mean? We're going to Calabash.
Only an hour drive, nigga. You can't drive 60 minutes.
My granddaddy took me to London.
On his back.
In a snowstorm.
For real.
Girl.
Oh, yeah, they don't make them like that no more.
Swear to God, my daddy drove to Memphis and New York. I don't even think we stopped for gas. We was in an Oldsmobile. I said, where's we at? I wake up, I see the Twin Towers. Next thing you know, I'm in St. Louis. I want to go home.
Swear to God. Yeah, niggas would drive cross country.
Yes, God.
I would never see my mom or my grand. Like, nobody's driving.
No, sir.
Nobody's driving.
My dad was like, just stay up with me. I'm like, I got you. Psh, we crossed Mississippi line. I'm out. We in Arkansas? All right, good night. Yeah, and
You knew I wasn't staying up, nigga.
I'm 11. Like, I'm not staying
what
up.
What you want to talk about, Dad?
All we're going to listen to is 99.9. But yeah, like, he took me to see my mama. When I went to see my mama, every year my dad drove me there and back.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Bro, real niggas understand.
Yeah, he did not care. My dad drove me. I mean, and we've driven to New York probably 15 times. My dad drove to New York every single time. Like, he like, we're stopping for gas and coffee, and then we keeping it moving. It just smelled like cigarettes and coffee.
Yeah. Boy.
Barely cracking the window. I'm dying back there. Like, come on, man.
I didn't even think about how they really used to try to kill us with the Newports.
Hell yeah.
Or undone.
Girl, he was smoking Newports. I think he switched later on to Marlboro Special Blend. I'm like,
real?
Special Blend?
Word,
what is that? God knows. You lighting up a cigarette with the other cigarette. Stop doing that.
Oh my God.
The house is disgusting. It's like fog in there. Hello, are you here, Dad?
What a crazy time to be alive, though.
In the smoking section with a kid. Bro, what are you doing? We eating ham.
Y'all know that you used to be able to smoke in restaurants. Yes. When I say smoke, not vape.
Smoke. Straight cigarettes. Just smoking section. This whole establishment is
this
about
bitch stinking. Walk out with your shirts.
Swear. Like, who thought that was okay?
You used to be able to smoke on airplanes, bitch.
Really?
Yes. Airplanes.
No,
yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
When did that stop?
Shit. Maybe like the 80s.
Oh my God.
But you used to fucking be able to smoke on an aircraft.
I would really die if you next to me in that close proximity. We can't even raise a window.
Word, and that little bit of
ain't gonna do nothing.
That ain't doing nothing but making me mad.
I would be pissed. I hate the smell of a cigarette, and I used to actually smoke them. I can't take it. No.
You did.
Girl, can you believe it?
A
dummy.
You did.
A dummy.
You did.
Stupid, bro.
Good for you.
Thinking I was cool.
That's not why you
I smoke like one or two a day too. Like a pack. Them hoes will go stale
Don't
on me.
let that girl be drinking.
No, God, now if I'm drinking, I forgot about that. If I'm I feel like I only bought them to drink, and then whatever was extra, I'd smoke if I'm stressed or something. I smoke on the lunch break. I don't even do that.
Yeah.
I'm just with somebody else looking dumb, being grown.
Let me hit that show.
Yeah, girl, no ma'am. But if I'm drinking, and it took me a minute too. Like when I would go out and drink and not smoke, I'd be like, damn, somebody else smoking. I want to hit that shit. Now I'm just like, you're gross.
Now you judging
You're
motherfuckers
gross.
like you're better.
You're disgusting.
Disgusting. You smell like cigarettes.
Yeah. What do you smoke?
Oh, that's funny.
But we survived, child. We here. We functioning adults.
Yeah.
Semi.
Yeah, outside of little certain shit, like I remember a great childhood. Like
For the most part.
Yeah, I can't like my daily wasn't bad, my like weekly wasn't bad, but there's just some shit that for whatever reason, how the human brain works, you hold on to the shit that I don't know. You just hold on to it for whatever reason, and then it resonates with however it sits with you, and then it may grow or whatever. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, for
was
sure.
Was that an hour? Oh. I was like, ain't no way. Okay.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you could change, would you change anything about your childhood?
No, man, because I got some good friends out of it, some good memories, and no, I'm cool. Like it made me
nothing. You wouldn't change nothing.
I mean, bro, probably like to eat more and have money, maybe nice shoes.
Can a bitch get a burger?
Yeah. Take me to Checkers. Yeah, financially, I wish I had a little bit more support, but yeah, I mean, it made me who I am. I am definitely unique.
Yeah. Only thing I would change about my childhood, it didn't have anything to do with my household. I just wish I wasn't so soft. Like I wish I would have established that I will fight you early on.
Nah, that's what I did do.
Yeah, that's something that I wish I changed because I was never scared. It was just I didn't have the confidence to. I never had the confidence to stand up for myself. I'm like, maybe I deserved it. Like just on some stupid, goofy ass shit. Like it was never. I never did anything to deserve anybody picking on me. But like,
I wish we was friends back then. I fought everything, everybody. I fought every grade, and people.
Big Mem. Don't make me call Big Mem because talk to me.
Shut up. Stupid.
For real.
But yeah,
that probably would have changed my childhood.
Girl, I fought at Rolling Grice. Man, when I came down here, it was like a culture shock. I couldn't talk. I was like, yeah, man, I'm from Memphis. My name Michelle. What you talking about, man? Like,
I love
ignorant.
You so fast.
So I ain't know how to talk. I my friend, I was ghetto and just out ghetto. I was ghetto. I fought, man, probably like on my third or fourth day, I fought a boy in technology class because he said, your mama. My daddy had to come back up there and get me. He was playing with me and arguing with me. And he was like, your mama. I jumped all clean across that table and beat his tail. Then, like.
You remember him?
Yes, his name was Justin. He was a twin. And then not too long after that, I got me and all my friends basically like ambushed on the bus because I was talking junk to this boy named James. And when I was about to fight him, and he started swinging on all of us. Ooh, I just fought all the time. I fought my friend Crystal in 11th grade. I fought Trevelyn, God knows, in front of my house. She tried to kick my door in after that. I fought in college. I fought all the time. I fought Shalana for no reason. Just dumb. After the jam.
Yeah. How old were you when you had your last
fight?
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
In college.
That's perfect timing. Like, all right, we about to take life a little more serious right now.
She drank all my juices though. That's why I be her. Everybody will know. Let me tell you what happened. I didn't mess with nobody. My dad would come up there, bring me juice and stuff, stock my fridge, but it was 2 refrigerators that we all shared. So he had bought me like 2 cases of Capri Suns. I went to sleep. Everybody was kind of up chilling. There were a few people at the house because I lived in a 5-bedroom house with the basketball girls team, and we shared rooms and stuff like that. So I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I saw both cases in the trash, completely empty. So I'm just like, yo, who drank my juice? Like, I'm asking everybody, like, who drank my juice? And they were like, not me, not me. And my homegirl KG was like, you better ask Quilla. So I was like, I said, Quilla, you drank my juice? And she was like, yeah, man, like, I did. But, like, my mom will be up here. She'll have her food stamp card. I'm like, I'll get you back, like, brushing it off. I was like, no, like.
She don't even know you ain't even had enough before. And now you done drank my goddamn juice.
Come on now. So I'm just like, what? Like, she brushing it off. Like, I get it when my mama come up here type shit. I'm like, nah, that ain't how it goes. So she's still talking about it. This boy named George comes to pick us up for school, right? So we all ride together all the way from Leland to Bolivia, where school is. So she's still talking whatever. I'm getting ready, like dressed, ready to go to school, still talking that shit. So we get in a car. I'm in the front, them three are in the back. So I'm here, so she's behind me. Yeah, she's behind me. So anyway, we get in the car and she's laughing about it like, Michelle, I'm mad because I drunk her juice type shit. And KG like,
I know your blood was boiling.
Bruh, it's sitting in the car, hadn't even pulled off yet.
Yeah.
In the driveway. So she's still talking. I was like, Quilla, bruh, like, shut up before I beat your ass. Like, be quiet.
Right.
And she like, do it. I got out the car, walked around, opened her door, and dusted her right down the driveway real quick. Shout out, Quilla, you know I love you, but you was wrong. Don't drink my shit.
You asked for it.
You my dog, though. But anyway, yeah, we fought right there. I dusted myself off and went to English like a boss. Take me to school.
I'm ready to go. Start this car.
I got a game.
She got in the car with you still? Y'all
I believe I think so.
I'd be mad if I
But
beat up and still had to get in the car with the bitch.
I feel like we did. I fought my friend Tanil in college. Oh, it was just so stupid. A boy. That was my homeboy, like my friend.
Yeah.
But my homegirl, Chrissy, somebody stole her phone. She confronted my homeboy, Keyshawn. Shout out to you, Kiki. Confronted Kiki because he had the phone. I don't know who stole it, but I know it was sold to Keyshawn, and my homeboy Tanil had something to do with it. So she's my roommate at the time. She comes to tell me, she was like, yo, Tanil stole my phone and sold it to Keyshawn. I think that's how it went. I don't really remember. So she comes to get me out of class. So now we're in the student hall like, what's going on? Who stole the phone type shit? So then I don't know how me and Tanil start arguing, but he gets in my face and I feel threatened. I immediately just hit him in his mouth. And he had braces and he was like, you really hit me? He ain't do nothing back. I felt so bad, but I was scared. So reflex. And then campus police came and they was asking us, and like I could see him staring at me as he was talking because I was like over there, and he was like,
police?
We have like student police like on campus, like the campus police. So they came and our coaches came because we both played basketball, and they were like, what happened? And
Big Memphis over here beating niggas up, knocking niggas in the mouth.
He came to my house at night and apologized. He was like, I ain't like mean to get in your face like that, but you shouldn't hit me. I was like, I know. And we were friends the next day. That's he was one of my closest friends. Yeah. And guess what? He died like years later. But we were really close. Like we kept in contact, and he lived in Virginia after school, and he was killed like a year or two after we graduated.
Damn.
I drove to his funeral and stuff. It was rough for us. That was the only person we like lost. Like, your college friends, that's like your family. So we got cool with the boys, team and stuff like that. So that affected us. Like I drove all the way to Virginia. I had just really got my license. I didn't even know how to drive. Yeah. But I went because it was an unfortunate situation that happened.
Of course. Yeah. Damn. I wish I was like that.
What?
But like just ready to fight. It's just funny because I wasn't fighting, and then like the one time I like stood up for myself, they didn't want to fight me.
Yeah,
I could have been did this, and y'all bitches just would have left me alone.
Right?
Like that shit is so corny to me. Like
you told me that. You talking about I got in trouble.
For real, I got called to the principal's office for finally sticking up to this bitch. Been picking on me all year, throwing shit at me.
They don't be listening though.
Like that was wild.
Yeah, administrators really. If you're in trouble, you're just in trouble. Like they don't think you got bullied. They just think you're the aggressor because they beat you to the punch.
My big ass say like your big ass has not been getting bullied. Right? There's no way. I was skinny though.
Oh yes,
I was just tall as fuck, but I was
same, bro.
Skinny.
The wind blow me up.
Olive oil.
I got thick in high school, but middle school and stuff, bro. When my dad passed, he had an identikit card in his wallet of me from the second grade. Like if you lose your kid,
I remember that.
I was 5'7", 66 pounds in the second grade.
Skinny. But you was tall.
5'6",
that's
yes.
Tall, yeah.
66 pounds.
Yeah, that's
Girl,
wild.
I was so skinny with glasses. Ugh,
what was your weight in high school?
So at the beginning I was still small, but like 10th, 11th grade, I probably had to be about 160 because I was 5'9", 5'10". I was thick then.
See,
Then in college, I was like 185. That's when I was like at my best. I feel like solid.
What's your favorite weight for you? Like, what's your ideal weight?
Like 210.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want to get no lower than that.
Yeah, no, for real. My happy weight is 220 for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. You're a little bit taller than me.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I got some unwelcome guests.
Yeah, me too. Them buns,
fucking midgets.
Don't sleep because we sitting down now.
For real.
I got something back there.
On behind this table.
Something been happening. I'm real developed now. I'm grown.
Mine, I don't know where mine came from. I really don't. Mine was definitely after high school.
Yeah.
But it just came out of nowhere. I can't say blame it on birth control because
I never
was
did
on birth
that.
Control for a minute.
Oh, I say you never did that.
Oh yeah, no, I was on birth control when I was 16.
Yeah, my dad ain't play that. He was like, nah.
Oh no, when I got you fucking no. All right, here, but just in case, just before you start.
Yeah. For my dad, it was like the hormones, like the. It's not like he, I don't know why he even cared, but he was like the hormones in it and all that. I didn't know anything about that. I'm really just now starting to hear about the hormones in birth control. But he used to tell me like it wasn't good for me and stuff like that. So I never got on it. He knew. Yeah, but I tried it like as an adult. Like I tried the patch. It just kept, no matter where I put it, it always came off. The pills were cool. They helped me clear my acne always. Those are the only two things I tried. Yeah. He like ordered me like the ring and stuff, but I never even went and got it.
Yeah. I went from the pill and then I got on the thing that you put in your arm, which
How was that?
It was fine. The only thing, but I don't, just cause my weight fluctuates so much, I can't necessarily say it was that. But when I was on that's when I had gained 80 pounds in fucking 8 months. Like I put on weight so fucking quick with that. Golly. But I was on it when I lost all the weight. But mind you, I'm trying. I'm working out twice a day. I'm eating right. So it's like you kind of got to balance it. You can't just blame birth control for making you gain weight. Bitch, you just eating more. Like, but it might be making you want to eat more, but still, you know. Right. And then shit just started sticking around. And I'm like, you know what? I might like this shit.
All the right places.
I was a little happy.
You was like, look at me.
Where did this come from? Ritzy, when you get there, baby? Right. I don't know, but she here to stay.
Yeah. Energy. For real. And now his stomach can go to hell.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Nah, you ain't have to do it like that.
You could have kept
right,
that.
For real. C-sections and stuff happening. I didn't ask for this.
Oh, shit. Well, that was a good talk.
It was, girl.
I can't believe I cried.
You got me good.
And
you
I
got
do
me.
the ugly cry, too. I don't even cry cute.
Me, too.
Some bitches
cute.
just, like, let a single tear, like, fall.
Nah, we giraffes over here.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all.
Okay. Hope y'all like that talk. Y'all got to see us be a little bit vulnerable and type shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so we are doing a new segment called Dear Ritz, or just write into TalkSpicyHER and talk about any type of relationship drama.
Any questions you got. Like anything, any advice, completely anonymous. And we'll talk about it on the show.
Yeah, we're gonna read it. You can send it to the email talkspicytv@gmail.com, or if you don't give a fuck like about us seeing who you are, you can write it to our DMs. Again, your name, everything will be kept anonymous regardless. But write in, ask us some questions. You know, trying to interact with you guys, get to know you. I want to hear your stories too. Yes, y'all ain't just about to keep sitting in the back there judging me.
We want to hear what y'all going through, and also, if you could comment and tell us if you would like us to do some like live type of responses, like give us some feedback on what we could and should do. And we also been thinking about maybe doing some couples, like some mingling,
blind dating.
And some live, like a singles live and blind dating. We're just putting stuff out, but tell us what you guys would like to see.
You would take relationship advice from us, right?
Yeah. We've done it before. Right? We're cool. I'm okay.
I'm just fine.
Twitching. Anywho.
Yes, go ahead. Like, subscribe, share, TalkSpicyHER TV. I'm sorry, take away the TV. Just Talk Spicier on all platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, IG.
Yes, we love y'all. Thank you.
Just don't forget. Keep that shit classy.
Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty, nasty. Let's get nasty.